We are very glad to welcome our next speaker, Matevz Mazij, who is CEO of Bragg Gaming Group. I think most of you know that Bragg is a major player in the Dutch regulated market. Thus, we are particularly happy to welcome Matevz here with us in Amsterdam. Matevz, welcome. Please come to the stage. And for the next 20 minutes, the stage is yours. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning. I'd like to start by paying tribute to the outgoing chair of the KSA, Mr. René Jansen, who has played a pivotal role in making the Dutch remote gambling market the success it is today. Through a combination of prudent regulation and dialogue, a culture of consumer protection, and the exclusion of illegal operators, the prospects for the Dutch market in the future are good. We're looking forward to continuing that open dialogue and culture of cooperation with the incoming chair, Mr. Michel Groothuizen, when he assumes the role in July. For the benefit of those who don't know me, my name is Matevz Mazij, and I'm the CEO of Bragg Gaming Group. We began life as Oryx Gaming back in 2010, and I started the business coming from a desire to provide a fully integrated technology and content solution to gambling operators looking to go online in both new and existing markets across the world. Over the years, we've worked to expand our operations, going through transformative changes to become Bragg Gaming Group, obtaining listings on the Toronto Stock Exchange and the Nasdaq, acquiring additional businesses to enhance our global presence, and significantly expanding our customer base and our employee base. However, even though the name of the business has changed and our operations have become international, that fundamental tenet of providing a fully integrated technology and content solution remains consistent to this day. We have offices around the world with experienced teams catering to our customers in Europe, North America, and increasingly in Latin America as more jurisdictions in that market begin to legislate for online gaming, just as the Netherlands did 3 years ago. We want to become the solution provider of choice in regulated iGaming and sportsbook markets across the globe, and today I will talk a bit about how we draw heavily on our experience in the Netherlands in order to help us achieve that aim. But first, what does Bragg do? In a nutshell, we are an iGaming content and technology solution provider. Those solutions include player account management technology, a responsible gaming solution, content development, content delivery, content aggregation, managed services, and highly targeted gamification-driven engagement tools for iGaming, sportsbook, and iLottery partners around the world. We're proud that our highly localized content and technology solutions are agile, and we are able to quickly adapt and deploy to newly regulated and changing regulated markets. And we can point to the Netherlands as proof of the value of this agility. We continue to work behind the scenes to be ready to adapt to the next requirements in our existing markets, as well as preparing to enter multiple jurisdictions on the brink of introducing or reforming iGaming regulations, such as Brazil and Peru. And elsewhere in Europe, we're keeping our eyes on potential regulatory developments in markets such as France, Finland, and others, which may well be the next to follow the path that the Netherlands has already successfully taken. I want to touch now on what we've accomplished in the Dutch market. Entering the market when it went live in October 2021, we quickly became one of the leading casino software suppliers in the Netherlands, with, by our estimates, around a third of wagering in the jurisdiction is made via our software and products, with great PAM partners including BetCity, Jax, 7-Eleven, BetNation, and Come On. BetCity, which quickly grew to become one of the leading Dutch market operators, launched on the Bragg PAM in October 2021, when the market opened, rapidly followed by JAX, and with further PAM aggregation and exclusive content partner launches, the Netherlands rapidly grew to become our largest market. That's the part we like to, forgive the pun, we brag about. Through our experience in the Netherlands and in other jurisdictions, we understand what it is like to come to a new market with new standards and a unique regulatory framework. In regulated jurisdictions across the world, for the most part, the basic principles of the regulations, player protection, certified technology, AML, are the same, so the rules are similar because they rely on these same precepts and elements. However, individual regulators can interpret these things very differently. And from where we're standing, this results in a general lack of harmonization across markets. Any operator in a regulated market will need a robust platform. They will need products which are certified under a certain set of standards. They will need to be able to handle massive amounts of data with effective infrastructure. And crucially, they will need to be able to effectively protect consumers from gambling-related harm. Like many other jurisdictions, the Dutch market is continuously evolving its regulations. So naturally, as a forward-looking supplier, we want to stay ahead of potential changes by developing products which provide for these requirements. But what isn't known and widely circulated is the amount of work which it takes to develop these products. Mr. Janssen said earlier that the ball is now in the operator's court. I would respectfully extend the metaphor to say that the operators and technology suppliers are playing doubles here. From day one, close dialogue with our operator partners and the regulator has been at the forefront of not only our preparations to enter the Dutch market, but has been our modus operandi since, especially with the evolving regulatory landscape. Many of these challenges are specific to the Dutch market, such as requirements concerning the customer database, its tax rate, and newer player protection rules, such as those which oblige operators to intervene within an hour of detecting problem gambling behavior. As a responsible turnkey solution provider, we have been aware of these challenges for some time and have already developed our solutions to address them. The requirement to operate a customer database which conforms to KSA regulations has left operators with a substantial task. Tailored databases to conform to regulatory requirements or don't enter the market, and in some cases, this is derailing operators from doing just that. The Dutch Betting and Gambling Act obliges operators to have this data vault in proper order. The data from these vaults showed the KSA how operators implement their duty of care and obligations under anti-money laundering regulations, so they are essential to the running of a smooth market. As a supplier in a market which doesn't issue gaming supplier licenses, we and other suppliers in the Netherlands do not officially have a direct relationship with the KSA, which can present its challenges. For example, getting the various solutions at work approved in line with what the KSA calls international harmonized open standards, when, as we see it, harmonization between regulators internationally in the iGaming industry is not generally widespread. However, unofficially, we do of course have a dialogue with KSA, and we understand and support the outcomes they aim to achieve. Compared to other regulatory bodies, who shall remain nameless, our experience with the KSA is that they are highly proactive, they are data-focused, and seek positive solutions from technology. We can work with this. we expect regulations to evolve in line with what is seen to work or to not work in practice. In the Netherlands, we appreciate that problems or potential problems are rapidly identified by the regulator, and we understand that detailed automated reporting is an essential component of any technology solution. At Bragg, we're obviously ready to adapt to meet the ongoing valid demands of this market. In the case of CDB solution, we have already been through that process. We have overcome those hurdles, and our technology and content solutions obviously are fully in line with what the KSA requires. And we are ready to step in for any operators still seeking to implement a compliant solution. Part of our success has been down to a constructive and continuous dialogue with the regulator, but it's also a testament to our focus on creating that environment that appeals to our partners and eventually to their players. And it's working. We are proud of the growth we have helped our partners achieve in the Netherlands with our solutions, PAM aggregation, content, engagement, and responsible gaming solutions. Our laser focus on maintaining the highest standards of compliance with evolving regulations has and will continue as the market matures. And I want to touch now on some of the upcoming regulatory changes mentioned by Mr. Jansen earlier. The most obvious one to begin with is the ban on non-targeted advertising, a move which came out of the desire to prevent young people and vulnerable groups from unwittingly becoming at-risk gamblers. However, the KSA will allow so-called targeted advertising via the internet, direct mail, on-demand TV, social media, or via an online gambling platform to take place under certain conditions. Under the rules imposed, permit holders have a best effort obligation to take measures to ensure vulnerable groups do not view the ads, with an obligation on the operator to ensure that 95 of those reached are 24 or older, while also demonstrating their compliance with the regulation. This includes player recruitment and offering bonuses. Those who received or viewed the ads must have an opt-out option to indicate that they no longer wish to receive the advertising. Lastly, the KSA can seek a report from the operator on this if required. This is where we are proud that our engagement toolset Fuse is able to address these stringent marketing requirements. It's underpinned by our custom-developed responsible gaming system. The system's key success is tight integration with platform workflows, enabling full integration of responsible gaming solutions with key platform processes as well as jurisdictional requirements. The result puts trackable, targeted, and impactful marketing tools with smart goals, together with detailed reporting at the fingertips of the operators. And these tools are content and product agnostic. They aren't designed to just work with certain types of providers, games, or offerings. They work with every type of offering, including casino and sportsbook, and cater to every type of player and are available without the need of additional integration. With the Dutch gambling tax rate increase from 30.5% to 37.8%, Dutch licensed operators face the increasing challenge of maintaining cost efficiency in operations while catering to Dutch players. In a competitive market like Netherlands, when faced with challenges such as increased taxation, the recruitment, retaining, and engagement of players becomes a tightrope, which operators must navigate between financial efficiency and financial overspend. Since our solution fuses a single API, single contract integration, costs are controlled while our available toolset is always increasing. And we're obviously always adding new tools like our AI-powered game recommendation system, the flash jackpots on the casino side, and on the sports side, as we approach this summer of sporting events, we partner with major sportbook providers, and we have a newly launched Quest tools for the sportsbook vertical, innovative features such as bet details, duplicate bets, and limited stake and bets. But it's not all about appealing to players. It's about protecting them as well. With over €1 billion wagered through our Fuse engagement platform in the past 12 months alone, we have the data and the experience to ensure that gameplay experience is fun while reducing the risk of players developing gambling-related problems, which could occur either through our actions or through our inactions. This is going to come into real focus over the next 12 months when the new rules aimed at speeding up operator interactions when problem gambling behavior is found or detected. 1 hour doesn't leave a lot of time to intervene. So the operator's technology has to be cutting edge and capable, and we worked to develop technology to support this in an efficient way. Bragg's back office features analytics tools that allow aggregation and structuring of data from all player touchpoints, providing a 360-in-depth player overview. However, an overview is not an intervention, and we're working to enhance our monitoring through additional tools such as registration success reports. At the same time, we are enhancing our responsible gambling software using AI-based automation to allow for early identification, detection, and on-demand interventions where at-risk behavior is identified. With deposit limits now confirmed from October this year, our focus on monitoring and deploying efficient tools to ensure consumers are protected will, we believe, give us an advantage as a technology supplier in the Dutch market. If we can understand our customers, then we can work to ensure their gameplay experience is sufficiently entertaining without the need to break any imposed deposit limits or placing them at risk of gambling-related harm. Reiterating this point, understanding our players' needs using all available data and also understanding the needs of our operator partners is crucial to not only the success of Bragg, but of wider iGaming, lottery, and sports betting industry as a whole. It is something that I am committed to continuing and something that Bragg is working constantly to achieve. Our experience as a key supplier in the Netherlands over the past 3 years has taught us how essential it is for technology providers, operators, and the regulator to work closely together. Only with these relationships and the capacity to adapt and customize can a product be delivered that works for player, for operator, and regulators alike. I'd like to close by recalling the words of Mr. Jansen at last year's Gaming in Holland Conference, when he said that success in the Dutch market was not about survival of the fittest, but about every group being as strong as its weakest link. By creating an environment where every operator has access to cutting-edge technology, underpinned by fully compliant hardware and software and content standards which are consistent across operators, Bragg is working to make that vision a reality. Thank you, Willem, and all of the Gaming in Holland organizers for inviting me to speak, and thank you for listening.